If you're someone who struggles with fatigue or energy issues, then today we're going to talk about how you can boost your energy naturally through these 7 foods. This is not something simple as just eating avocado, coffee, or having more protein. This goes deeper into why there's certain foods that you do want to take every single day that's going to make a huge difference in your energy levels. And if you're not doing these things, then that could be a reason why you're feeling tired or fatigued, and you can see a huge improvement in your health if you do start adopting this. So we're going to go into this in this video. We're going to break down each of these food groups or the foods that you should be having, and I'll tell you why as well. Most importantly, let's start why most people feel tired. Let's start there. So I have suffered mainly with fatigue and chronic health issues in the past, and this is something I didn't realize at that time until I learned the real cause of why I feel tired and fatigued all the time. So most of the fatigue is not caused by, lack of motivation or just because you're aging or you're lazy or lack of protein. These are not the reason why you feel tired all the time. Yes, there could be other external factors that could affect you, but if you're someone who is persistently tired, no matter how much sleep you get, no matter what you do with your diet, then this is what you need to understand. Fatigue usually comes from an overloaded liver. Your liver is an energy producing machine. If it's fatigued, if the liver is overloaded with too many toxins and poison, that could be viruses, pathogens, heavy metals, it could be multitude of things that's going to slow the liver function down. That can cause a lot of the tiredness and fatigue. The second thing is low clean glucose to the brain. People don't understand you don't need protein, you need glucose. Your brain survives on glucose, not protein. This is a very important factor that not many people know, and you do need some clean glucose energy. And what fat and protein could stop doing is actually glucose from entering into your body and bloodstream and to your brain. So too much fat or too much fatty foods can stop the glucose consumption. Third is mineral deficiencies. Fourth could be dehydration. Dehydration is another one where a lot of people are chronically dehydrated with everything that they're doing, especially drinking coffee every single day, energy drinks, or even matcha, green tea. All these things are causing a chronic dehydration regardless of the amount of water that you may be consuming. So a lot of people's blood are very thick. And the final thing that I talked about is having a viral and toxic burden on your organs. So energy returns when the liver can release glucose and toxins efficiently. And this is why we're going to talk about the foods that's going to actually give your energy back. So this is what real energy actually is. Most people think, as I said, it comes from caffeine, fat, or protein, but we've talked about why that's not the case. Your body runs on these few things. As I said, glucose, which is a primary brain and nerve fuel, because your nervous system is inflamed and triggered by the toxins, viruses. Mineral salts, as I mentioned, is incredibly important for nervous system. Hydration, and we're going to go into what you need to do for hydration as well. And having a clean liver, which can detox, and energy storage. Let's start with the first group, which is the wild berries. Now, not many people, and even myself, did not know about how powerful wild blueberries are. Wild blueberries are not commonly known. If you go to the supermarket, you're just going to get that blueberries, but there is a big difference. These wild blueberries have special nutrients that your body can utilize. What they start doing is, importantly, they start removing the heavy metals in your body that actually drain your energy, that feed the viruses in your body. They also protect your neurons from inflammation, provide clean glucose for mental stamina, and support memory, focus, and mood as well. Now, the best way you can do it is to the heavy metal detox smoothie. Is something I've talked about in my morning routine video. Make sure you go check that out. If you haven't, I will put a link to that. But this smoothie is the best thing you can start doing. So you can get some wild blueberries that are incredibly powerful for you, and we'll start seeing a difference in your health. Second is papaya. Papaya, I'm not sure about some people. Some people hate it. I like papaya, but papaya is one of the easiest food for someone who's neurologically fatigued and needs a reset. It feeds the liver with clean glucose. So I talked about glucose, how important that is. Fruits have incredible amounts of glucose and you should not be avoiding them, one of them being papaya. It also reduces gut and liver inflammation. It supports great digestion and better energy absorption, provides energy without heaviness. Best for if you're someone who struggles with morning fatigue, bloating, or just need a post-meal crash. You can literally eat it any time of the day. Third one you should start eating more of is bananas. Bananas is another one of those things where people like it or they don't, but bananas are incredibly important and provide incredible amounts of glucose and potassium in your body, so you have healthy adrenals and nervous system. So what it does is it replenishes liver glucogen storage, stabilizes blood sugar, prevent adrenaline crashes, and helps you feel calmer and more energized. This is best for afternoon crash, or you can have it anytime, honestly, even if you're anxiety driven, related, or feel weakness in your body. Bananas are another great thing you can use for base for your smoothies, and it also includes in the heavy metal detox smoothie. Now I talked about adrenal fatigue, how you can be pushing your adrenals by having too much coffee, not enough sleep, or high in emotions where you're pushing so much adrenaline and you damage your adrenal glands, and that's causing the tiredness and fatigue. So for that, what you can start doing is having a snack and not go hungry every hour or two maximum. And the best snacks you can have is something dates. Dates are incredibly sweet and provide deep, nutritious glucose to your brain. They deliver fast, clean glucose to the brain. It deeply nourishes your adrenal glands, which I talked about. It stops fatigue spiral quickly and supports emotional and physical stamina. So you want to have a couple of them every single day. You can even put it in smoothie, but if you want to snack on something, bring dates along with you wherever you go. You might go to work, might go out somewhere, you can bring them along. And it's best for someone who's burnt out, wired, but tired, feeling emotionally exhausted, and it can be just a great snack to have anytime. Apples. And the funny thing about apples is it's crazy how underrated apples actually are. And rarely we get the intake for the apples that we really need. Especially an apple a day can make a huge difference for cleansing your liver and produce the energy that you need. So what it does, it helps flush toxins from the liver, which I said liver is important when it comes to energy production. It stabilizes the blood sugar, supports your digestion, and provides a steady energy. It's something you can incorporate every single morning or in the evening. Whenever you feel like, you can grab a piece of apple and make it part of your routine as a snack. The sixth group is potatoes. Now, potatoes, I love potato chips myself, but as you know, potato chips are just fried garbage and it's not really going to help you. But potatoes themselves are incredibly underrated and incredibly powerful. The reason for that is it restores the liver glucose reserves that your body and liver really needs. It also fights the viruses in your body, and you would not believe how efficient it is for something like that. And then it also grounds your nervous system. So this is really important. A lot of people eat meat to feel grounded. This is another way to feel really grounded, is having more potatoes. You can steam, you can bake it, you can even cook your potatoes, but having it every single day, even making a potato salad, could make a huge difference to stabilize your nervous system that's already fried with too much toxins. And also it can help with your adrenal glands. If you're someone who is emotionally exhausted or tired or stressed out all the time, it's going to provide it's going to support your body the way it really needs. And you can roast it and figure out something that's going to work for you. The seventh food you want to start eating more is leafy greens. And leafy greens is one of those things where people are afraid to eat now because there's been a propaganda against them. People are saying that oxalates is something that causes kidney stones and because it causes problem in your body, and that is such a false information. Leafy greens provide the mineral salts to your nerves that your nervous system depends on. It's incredibly important that you can make this into a salad. You can even make it into a smoothie whatever it is, but having every single day leafy greens will make a huge difference. It will support your oxygen delivery across your body, hydrate cells at a deep level. It will calm your overstimulated nervous system and also improve nerve communication as well. So if you're someone who struggles with it, you can start simple, such as lettuce, spinach, butter leaf, coriander. These are few things you can start eating and incorporating, and it will make a huge difference. So to finish off why these foods work well together, these foods feed the liver instead of burdening it. They provide glucose without experiencing crashes throughout the day. It hydrates your cells, so your cells are producing the energy that you need. It supplies mineral salts for your nervous system and for your nerves that are inflamed due to the viruses and pathogens in your body and toxins. And you will starve the fatigue causing pathogens that are actually causing majority of the main issues. So this is something you can do. Consistency is more important than being perfect. So just stay consistent at this and you will notice a difference in your energy. And the reason why we haven't talked about coffee, avocado, olive oil is because these things do not make a huge difference for what your body needs. Your liver does not thrive on fatty foods. They thrive on glucose, mineral, and nutrients from fruits. So these are the most important things you can start doing. And those other, drink a lot of coffee because it's, people said it's good and anti-aging, which is not true. It is completely aging. These things can make a huge difference. Stopping those things or reducing them can make a huge difference. So pay attention to this, implement, and let me know what you will start doing. And what you're going to notice over time is that when these foods become regular for you, you're going to start thinking clearer. You're going to have steady energy and less frequent crashes throughout the day. You're going to have a calmer mood and a calmer nervous system, and you're going to feel much better in terms of your overall digestion and improved sleep. So make sure you give it a shot. Let me know how you go. And if you do want a full guide, if you're someone who struggles with fatigue or struggles with energy issues, I do have a full guide in the description below. Make sure you go to click on that, check it out, because it's my full guide that's helped me with my fatigue, with my chronic issues, and it's going to make a difference for your life as well. So click on the link, check it out. If you want further help, make sure you subscribe and like this video, and I'll be back for more.